Assembling the walls should be relatively easy because I labeled them. However, the roof is going to be the tricky part. One, because I want to rearrange a couple of the tiles. Some of them are skylight tiles, and I want to put them on different positions than they originally were, and I didn't label them. Now, they're all the same, except for the tolerances of where the screw holes originally went into. Those are going to have changed a little bit from tile to tile, so lining up those screw holes might be tricky. Probably going to end up making new ones, and hoping that doesn't compromise the structure at all. Now we have these corner pieces, which should all be the same. Oh, great, they still got water in them. Oh well. Is that my label? I don't know that it is. Pretty sure this is a piece of the rear. You see something like that, it's gonna slide into there. Wait, is that the correct side piece? Pretty sure they're all the same. Just second guessing because it's overlap, but they have to be all the same. It's the design of the shed. Look at that, we got a huge chunk of wall in already. The panels are all together in chunks of 4 though. Yeah, we had a method to our madness when we took this apart. It's pretty much, we gotta slot this in about where it goes. Oh, tolerance. Probably gonna need the rubber mallet to kind of shift on these a bit. But this number 15, I'm gonna get a different angle for this. So I numbered them. 11, 12, 13, 14, that's 16. 15 is going in this corner. So this number 15 is gonna go between and link these together. Yeah, this guy's gotta move over though. Ow, that's hurting the size of my foot. Fitting this together. Fitting this together. Still, I need like an inch. Oh, did we get it? Come on now, this big boy Lego right here. There. Is it a bit too tight? Look at that. That's how this is gonna roll and all come together. Yeah. Those rails might be in slightly different positions. Doesn't look like those screw holes perfectly line up. We should pop a couple screws into it. So how do these screw holes look, sir? How does they look? There does appear to be one there. Oh, a little stripped out, but there's definitely one right there. That one's a bit offset. There's generally a bit of slop with this going together. I might want to avoid putting in too many screws until I know everything's fitting together right. One on each of these corners just to hold that corner together, and we can proceed forward. Really? Wow. Even though it has a tally light, I keep forgetting to turn it on. It's awesome when you talk through an important part of the process, but forgot to have the camera rolling. So, why isn't this labeled? It would have been on this side. That's wigging me out now. Well, we're gonna have to pull this out or else we're not gonna be able to couple them together. We got a nice windowed piece coming in here. See how I got the clearance between these two? Yeah, let's go over a bit more. The screws go in at the seams where they're supposed to. Okay, it's a bit out. Okay, I need my hammer. It's just hurting my foot doing this manually. Hopefully I don't break the thing. I need like something like this. Oh yeah? So is that still a bit tight then? There we go. Now it shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to force it. It's just a tolerance issue. It just needs to squeeze up a bit. See? Oh, just needs to get down into the channel. Look at that, almost half the thing done already. It's only been at it a few minutes. Again, we're gonna have to pull a panel if it lets us. Listen, can we just lift the whole thing up? If it wasn't for this guy slipping around so much. Almost. That's a hell of a balancing act. There we go. This is when I really don't mind being a 6 foot, 200 pound dude. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Got to establish a corner now. So I got another corner piece handy. And this part. I'll finagle this in here. Oh, needs a little bit of straightening. Yeah, look at that. One complete whole haul. I guess we'll work across the back now. Now, dish guy, I want to pull out this. This is center. We'll set this aside for a moment. I want to do a modification to this thing while I still can. You see, I don't want vents on the rear of this. I actually plan on installing an exhaust fan because of the kind of things that I'm probably going to get into in here. I want these vents on the front of the shed where it can be an intake. So I got to figure out how to take them out. It looks easy enough, they just pop in. It's just a question of finding something that's going to reach down in there and get them out. I almost can get my hand in there. A long screwdriver maybe. That should have a better chance. There we go. Yeah. Well, to a point. I don't want to break these things. So I got to be gentle. There. Now maybe if we get this one out, we can maybe get in from the back and get at one of those ones. Or not. Or yeah, should be able to. Come on. There we go. Pivot. There. Now this should come out easy. I'll have another one of these to do. So now, let's get our center in here. Probably right about, you can see the screws. Hey, come on now. I'm gonna have to find something to block these holes, seal them up. Haha. Let us continue. Hey, same deal with this guy. Gotta get that vent out. Can we do it while it's sitting like this? That'd be funny. Move it a little farther away from the camera. I could have bothered filming this. That certainly goes faster now that you have a technique down. Hey, careful. I don't want to scratch up a new floor. How is this not labeled? I didn't label the rears? Oh, no, it's just got worn out being outdoors for the whole time. Now, lift it partially up. Get it slaughtered in there. Toddy frickin' da, bud. Toddy frickin' da. I seriously don't think I'm the first owner of this. Look at that left back corner. Someone's taken apart this thing and moved it before. I seem to be coincidentally grabbing the right ones. Look, 14. All right, slap them. It's great. They're just light enough that a couple of them can sit freestanding like this for just a little bit so that we can couple them together. Ow. I gotta stop doing that with my foot. Where's my little board for banging? I needs my banging board, sir. Needs my banging board. Oh yeah, line the holes up, remember. That should be it right there. There we go. You can kind of get a feel for the pitch of them by how the holes line up. Unfortunately, they don't line up perfectly. That one lines up there, but then that one lines up. We're just gonna have to settle it in as best we can. All right, so raise the roof. Right. Try not to let it do that. Maybe I can chalk it. No, that's not enough. How about in here? There we go. Yay. What's left here? Ow. Yeah, she's coming together. Need another corner piece, another sneer. Hoity, 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 hoity. Come on now. Ow, she's starting to feel like a structure now, I tell you. Look at that. Can you believe that? How that just kind of chucks together like that? Oh, so you need to establish the threshold. Now these here are pieces of door trim. Question is, which side is which? It doesn't matter. It looks about the same. I'll go compare them to the doors. That should answer the question. It looks like this might agreeably be the main door here. Oh yeah, this guy's kind of chowdered. Someone put entirely too many holes in it. And you can see here, matching chowder. So that kind of sums that up, doesn't it? When you know how these sheds work and go together, it makes this a heck of a lot easier. I'm not questioning how the pieces line up together. So there's some sort of business that goes across the top here. Gotta kind of remember how that works. Oh, I almost forgot there's this support beam. This support beam, which is actually a bit filthy. It's like you try to pressure wash these things, but stuff sprays back up onto it. This support beam, it goes in here, which compromises certain plans I had to put an exhaust fan right center, because there's a support beam there. I'm gonna have to rig that up some other way. Maybe it's a smaller fan, so I could probably put it offset and still get the job done. Now there's this top door trim piece that finagles in here. There seems to be a huge division. Something's not lining up right here. Okay, there we go. Followed by this metal reinforcing beam that slots right in. And then if I recall correctly, this just slips right over top of that board, or that beam, I should say. I gotta go get the step ladder so I can double check the tolerances here. Now there's another support pylon that just bang. Want to make sure we got that thing centered nice. Yeah, that's as good as that gets. I'm gonna pop some screws up here to tie this all together. It's about time. Now at this point, I start questioning if I should start popping screws all around the base here. Should probably get a couple in anyway, just to you know, get things steady. Again, I don't want to get too screw happy because I know there's some missing. Ah, well, that chowdered. Nice. I need a longer bit. That angle's not going to work. Got an exorbitantly long bit here to hopefully solve our geometry problems. You know what's awesome? There's like a swarm of flying insects that came out of nowhere, and now they're crawling all over. And I just got the wickedest head rush. Okay, so there's some trim that goes on the top of these to prepare it for the roof. These pieces right here, these guys, they like, how did they like again? But left front. They have their rights and lefts, like opposite to what mine is, which means this one would go in here like this. Yeah, that looks like that fits there. That means the rest of these do too. Basically your crown and a lot of these have clearly established screw holes. I'm having awesome luck with my shoelaces. All right, the crowns are in place. I think it's now time to do the center beam. Now the center beam is interesting because it has these galvanized steel rails, beams that go inside of it. This is kind of a multi-step process that partly involves me remembering where I put the bolts. I'm gonna have to go find them. Where did I put those bolts? Now this was taken apart for two reasons. One, because it was almost impossible to get it in and out of the trim work with it together. And for two, because it was too long to fit inside the, you know, the trailer. Yeah, that's right, that's the word I'm looking for. Now, they should just go together. Need ratchets. What size are these? This looks like 10 mil. Oh, 11 mil. Fancy that. Do I have an 11 mil wrench for the other side? I got everything other than an 11 mil. That's nice. Oh, let's try doing it without another wrench. Now I should have these bars nice and tight already. They have to be lined up reasonably well. I need to be in a different position here. Lines up the holes. Oh, there's a range of adjustment here. Hey, we're not short a washer, are we? Looks like we are short a washer. That's nice. We are short a washer. That is really nice. All right, double check everything else is tight. Yeah, are we gonna be able to slip those back on? I remember that was a problem. Now I gotta get the trim pieces back over top, which I remember was a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, let's drop it on my foot. Something like this. Ah, come on. Yeah, pain in the ass. Just keep jamming up, bud. Oh. Wow. Starting to have a little string of bad luck again. We just have to get it past that out of spec area, and then it's smooth sailing. Oh, now it's jamming up there. This is fun. Hard to manage on my own. Nice. Starting to get a little annoyed. So this guy needs to slip on here. Just, you know, just kind of on there like that. Okay, just hammer it home. Can you even see what I'm doing here? Just have to get it past that threshold right there. It's a very butcher shop way of doing this. There we go. Now let's just get this last piece on. All right, multiple things to line up here now. Sure you wish I had the other camera on this. Oh, but it went right in there. All right, that beam is coming up a little short. No, it's sticking out here. Okay, get that beam in there. The only part that really needs fitting. Fitting like a kitten. That's tight there. How's it look here? All right, just even them out. Like that. Okay, well, those aren't just gonna sit up there haphazardly, so there's gotta be a piece I'm forgetting here. Ah, yes, we have these end bits. Now, can I remember? Yeah, I think it's like, something like that. The holes mostly line up. Keep them mostly. Oh, looks like it fits good. Let's get some screws in there. Now this one, yeah, it's good enough. I'm gonna do the same thing to the front. Now, this beam pretty much gotta get slopped up there. There we go. And it doesn't get screwed down until we get a couple panels into place, edge panels, which is something I should probably invest in right away because that's gonna square the shed all together. It's gonna finally pull it together across the top. And I think I got a couple right here. Jammed already? That's nice of you. Yeah. We put a screw there. Now before we get too into putting the roof panels on, there are some trim pieces that are going to need to be cocked into place. So we gotta do that up. So there's a few other spots that you need to make sure you seal up. Hopefully my caulk's not all hard and it's still, yeah, okay, nice. Oh, I think I used a bit too much. It's okay, we'll augment the other side. Good thing I'm not concerned with aesthetics. I am sloppy at this. Run your bead like you run your mouth, sir. We're gonna be able to snap that over. Maybe we should have slipped that on before putting the caulk into place. Now we're just gonna make an awful mess, aren't we? Oh yeah, oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, I made a wonderful mess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebead that. Nice. I'm really going through caulk rags. This is so not color matching. Exhibit C71. Why don't do this professionally? Whatever, as long as it seals, that's all that matters. So now I gotta get these panels into place. You can tell generally by their wear marks what side's the inside, what side's the outside, and what's top and what's bottom. I think this is the inside because it looks dirtier here. And yeah, there's less screw holes out of place there. I also would like to put both skylights on this side because as you can see, the sun comes from this side mostly during my active hours. Yeah, that's definitely the outside. That's definitely the top. Well, let's see if we can slip that up in there. Come on, all right, send her home. Come on, send it. Frickin' send it, bud. Then you have to go inside and finagle these pieces into the center bar. Yeah, that should slip right up in there. Just might have to give a little heave hole from the outside again. Okay, yeah, I got them slotted. There. Oh, I put my hands in the goop. Now I just need to do that several more times. So we got 3 in skylight, 3 in another skylight. Yeah, that works. Which means we'll need a coupler piece there. Which side's in, which side's out? Come on, can we establish that? This side's outwards. Now which side has less screw holes? That side. I guess that side will slot into the top. I really wish I had labeled this. 1, 2, 3, skylight. I want it right there. There's some sloppy slopperton right there. Oh, let's see if we can get this one up in there. Just gotta hammer them home, bud. Oh, look at that. So now that those are in place, these trim strips go all along the end. Oh, we're a bit off sync here. Where's my little pound block? So can we get a set with screw holes that line up? Almost. Nope. Yeah, and you're gonna notice, they just kinda, there's some screws that can go in after. I'm questioning whether or not I'm gonna bother putting those screws in. You see all these perforations? That's so all the water that gets into the roof panels can weep out. These little snapper pieces keep them together. These edge bits kind of suck though. I guess they just stay open like that and hopefully you can finagle them together as tight as possible. Well, I'm gonna cut the camera and just hammer out the other side. No point filming the exact same thing twice. And here you can see the other side is good now, except there's still more work to be done. Now, hopefully at this angle, you can see the bowing that's going on there. The door, or sorry, the wall's gonna have to be pushed out to square that up. Inside looks something like this. Got the skylights, and the window. One side, you can see there's a fair amount of light in there. We'll be able to see clearly without lights for the most part. Now what? Now I have to do a bunch of fitting and squaring. I gotta get all these screw holes lined back up. I gotta get getting the roofing panels in there nice, screw them into the center beam. Once I know those roofing panels are good, I screw in the top of the wall panels. Gotta get everything squared up. Unfortunately, yeah, that's not happening today. I am done for the day, but this is done well enough now. You know, I could just pop on the last little couple of trim pieces there. There's a couple final pieces of trim. That actually screws it to place and we'll probably take a bit of caulk at the top, but hopefully the caulk is still good tomorrow. I'm gonna put the vents on the outside so that at least that diverts water from splashing in if we get rain, but I'll still be able to pop them out easy. I'll do that right now. Those painted rails look nice. Glad I did that.